Welcome to Learn and Success.
There are these big life moments, right? Graduations, new jobs, maybe buying your first home. But weddings, I think they stir up something, well, kind of unique. So much emotion, history, and just like deeply ingrained tradition. It's a journey pretty much everyone understands on some level. But when you actually look closer, the specific words we use, the customs around them, they can be surprisingly diverse.
Oh, absolutely. Huge variations.
And they offer these incredible windows into different cultures. Yeah. So today we're taking a deep dive into the world of weddings, and we're guided by this really fascinating source. It's an English language learning audio. Seems basic at first, just, vocabulary.
What's really fascinating here, I think, is how we can pull out so much more than just words from something like that. It's not just definitions. You get a deeper feel for Anglo culture, maybe,
Right.
and even wider global traditions.
Right.
It's kind of a shortcut, you see, to understanding the why behind the what of these ceremonies.
Exactly. So our goal here is to give you those aha moments.
Okay.
We want to clarify some common language pitfalls and maybe uncover some surprising facts about how people get married, around the world. Make sure you feel well informed, but without just dumping loads of information on you. Okay, so let's start by picturing this scene. Imagine this guy, Anthony. He's lived with his parents for 40 years, right? And now, finally, he's tying the knot.
Wow. Took his time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So at the heart of his big day, like any wedding, you've got the two main people, the groom, that's the man getting married, and the bride, the woman.
Absolutely. They are the absolute center. Everything else, all the traditions, the other people, it all kind of revolves around them, often steeped in, well, centuries of custom.
And where do they often make that big entrance? Down the aisle.
Right.
That pathway, the passage between the seats, especially in a church setting, it's more than just a walk, isn't it? It's symbolic.
Very symbolic.
And yeah, quick language point here. It's spelled A-I-S-L-E. But that S, totally silent.
Yeah, that one trips people up all the time. Aisle.
Uh-huh.
And that walk down the aisle, it really symbolizes the journey, doesn't it? The transition from, being single individuals to becoming a couple, a shared future.
It's a powerful visual.
It is. And it's interesting. So many cultures have their own version of that walk, that procession, each one loaded with its own specific meaning about union, new beginnings, that sort of thing.
So beyond the main couple, Anthony's wedding has, like most, a whole supporting cast. On the bride's side, you'll have the bridesmaids, usually her closest friends, standing up there with her during the ceremony, often in matching dresses, looking great.
And their role is more than just looking good, right?
Oh, definitely.
They're there for support, emotional support, practical support sometimes too. Kind of like a vital circle around the bride through the whole thing.
And then you get the younger ones, often the scene stealers.
Yes, the cute factor.
Totally. At Anthony's wedding, it's his niece and nephew doing these jobs. You have the flower girl, the little girl walking down the aisle, scattering petals.
Setting the stage, literally.
Yeah. And then the ring bearer, usually a little boy, carefully carrying the wedding rings. The symbols of the whole commitment.
They add such a charm, don't they? A kind of heartwarming, traditional feel, brings a bit of innocence, maybe future generations, into the ceremony space.
Right. Now, okay, in the dialogue we used for this deep dive, things get a bit dramatic at Anthony's wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, the bride actually runs away, reception gets canceled, whole thing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, bit of disaster for Anthony, but actually it's a great setup for introducing some really useful everyday English phrases, like thinking about Anthony getting married after 40 years. What phrase just jumps out.
Well, it's about time.
Exactly. It's about time. Our source explains it really well. It means finally, at last, or just that something took ages to happen, like, dinner's ready. Oh, it's about time. I'm starving.
Yeah, classic example.
Or, guess what? I finally got a job. And your friend says, it's about time. You've been unemployed for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. You hear that a lot.
So, for Anthony, getting hitched after 40 years, definitely, it's about time.
It's just so versatile, that phrase. Expresses that feeling of anticipation and then relief when something finally happens. Something expected, maybe even overdue, but now it's here. Very, very common. Very natural way to show that culmination.
Another great word from the source. Gorgeous. Simple meaning, very beautiful.
Right.
But here's the interesting bit, the nuance that sometimes catches people. Gorgeous is actually unisex.
That's a really good point.
You can use it for men, for women, and even for things like, oh, look at that view, it's gorgeous, or that house is gorgeous.
Yes. And that maybe tells you something about, the culture, how beauty isn't always strictly tied to gendered words. It's a strong word, gorgeous. Implies real aesthetic appeal beyond just people.
Okay, now for a big one, a grammar point. Our source highlights this as a really, really common mistake for learners. It's about the word marry.
Yes. This one's important.
You might hear someone say incorrectly something like, honey, let's marry. Or we married 4 years ago. Or maybe, when I marry, I want a huge wedding. All sound a bit off, right?
They do.
Yeah.
And the key thing to remember here, and it's pretty crucial for sounding natural in English, you almost always need to use get with marry.
Exactly. So the correct ways are, honey, let's get married. We got married 4 years ago.
Yep.
And when I get married, I want a huge wedding.
Perfect.
It's just that little word get, but it makes all the difference, doesn't it? It makes it sound right.
It really does. It's fundamental for that verb.
Is there ever a time you wouldn't use get? Or is get married always the rule?
That's a great question. Okay, so for the act of two people getting hitched, get married is overwhelmingly the natural standard way. You might hear marry without get in like super formal settings or maybe old-fashioned literature, like a priest might marry a couple, or maybe someone talks about marrying off their daughter. But for the couple themselves, the ones actually doing it, it's get married. Stick with that.
Got it. Good clarification. Okay, moving on a bit from the ceremony itself. Let's talk about two other really key people in the wedding party. The best man and the maid of honor.
Right. The main support crew, essentially.
Yeah. And our source points out something specific about their role, something quite important.
Their key responsibility, you mean? Beyond the speech or holding the ring.
Exactly. They sign the marriage license.
Yeah, the official witnesses. That signature gives the whole thing its legal standing. It's not just symbolic support. It's a legal function.
And this brings up a really interesting cultural point, something the speaker in our source audio is actually surprised by. Apparently, in Canada, for example, they sign the marriage license right there during the ceremony, inside the church.
Okay. Which isn't how it's done everywhere, right?
Not at all.
And if we connect that to the bigger picture, it really highlights how differently the legal side and the ceremonial side of marriage are handled across the globe. In lots of countries, you might sign the license before the wedding day, maybe at a town hall or registry office.
It's like a civil marriage first.
Exactly. A civil marriage.
Yeah.
And then maybe you have a separate church wedding or other celebration later, which can lead to this whole idea of like getting married twice.
Yeah.
And different cultures definitely view that differently. What counts as the real wedding? The legal bit, the religious part, the big party.
It really shapes how the whole event is planned and perceived, doesn't it? It shows you what a culture prioritizes.
Absolutely. Reveals those underlying values.
And just to broaden things out even more, the source mentions another global snapshot.
Oh,
In India, some weddings can last for about 7 days.
wow. Now that's a commitment to celebrating. But it just underlines the incredible diversity, doesn't it? Wedding ceremonies, traditions, they vary so much around the world. It really proves there's always more to learn. From a quick signature to a week-long festival, each way reflects unique values about family, community, the marriage itself.
So what does all this mean for you listening in? Well, today we've unpacked some key wedding words. Groom, bride, aisle, bridesmaids, flower girl. And we've looked at useful phrases like, it's about time, and crucially, how to use get married correctly. But more than that, hopefully, we've journeyed a bit into the cultural heart of these ceremonies. Seen how language itself is like a window into tradition and values.
Yeah, and knowledge is always best when you can connect it, right? Apply it somehow. We've seen how language mirrors tradition, how something as seemingly simple as signing a marriage license can be so different depending on where you are, and how that shapes the whole experience. It kind of encourages us all, I think, to maybe question our own assumptions about these big life events.
Which leads us to an important question for you, our listener.
Yeah. How do you get married in your country? What are the unique traditions? Any surprising details that are part of your culture's weddings?
Something for you to think about, maybe explore a little further. We'd genuinely love to hear your stories and experiences on that.